How do you wipe your ass? Like a stick or something?
Or a bidet.
Yeah, how do you even operate the bidet? You can barely move.
You have a nice spouse, I assume.
Yeah.
Right.
I have a bidet in one of my bathrooms. I have a bidet.
Like one of my 3 bathrooms.
It's one of the two and a half bathrooms.
One of my
2.5
bathrooms.
in the
Has a
master's
bidet?
in the master's chamber.
Masters, we have an assortment of bidets.
I had this giant bag of lettuce with some a week ago, and I've just had some explosive diarrhea. Is there something going around?
Oh no, they spray it with stuff.
Are you serious?
No, of course I'm
Oh.
not serious.
You shitty bastard.
It gives you
I thought it was being serious.
Cyclospora, everybody. This podcast is brought to you by Cyclospora or being married to a vegan, like my joke goes. Explosive diarrhea every day. What does it give you? Like explosive diarrhea, right? Cyclospora. I read about it. Explosive, uncontrolled diarrhea. That's funny when the medical term is explosive, right? Projectile diarrhea. Ew. Sorry.
Well, you do
Bring it
kind
up
of
with
wonder
the-
what happens in public restrooms when you go in there. Like, what happened here? How did they miss the target?
So one time I was working in my job, and I had an old guy went in the bathroom. He was 80, and I noticed he couldn't bend his knees really well. And then he came out of the bathroom, and there was like crap on the walls. It was everywhere, but it was like almost everywhere except the toilet. And then he left his belt on the floor in the corner. He's like, you know what? It turns out we did investigating. Somebody's like, oh yeah, he was my patient. He goes, this is like when I was working in this private office. She's like, oh yeah, he couldn't really bend, so he probably just kind of like did like a quarter squat and just kind of like tried to aim, almost like one of those video games where you're shooting and nothing landed in the ball.
Well, you got a lot of Space Invaders out.
When I was recovering from torn quad surgery, both quads, there was a few months where I couldn't bend.
How'd you poop?
Yeah?
How'd you poop?
A commode. They provided a commode.
Well, you said you couldn't bend. How'd you get in the
Couldn't.
commode?
Go back, squat. Feet had to be straight, my friend. It is the most
For
uncomfortable.
how long? Where's your
For the first, I got surgery in June. I went back in a month. Have them, took the stitches out, make sure. So at least a month. I had to shit with my legs like this.
What a nightmare.
Shit. It was.
How about this one? I had a patient that had a double wrist cast. How do you wipe your ass? Like a stick or something?
Or a bidet.
Yeah, how do you even operate the bidet? You can barely move.
You have a
How big is
nice
the
spouse,
bidet?
I assume.
Yeah.
Right?
I have a bidet in one of my bathrooms. I have a
It's like
bidet.
one of my 3 bathrooms.
It's one of the
Right.
two and a half bathrooms.
One of my 7
two and a half
bathrooms.
in the
Has a
master's
bidet?
in the master's chamber.
Masters, we have an assortment of
I have a
bidets.
bidet in one bathroom. My
Yes.
wife actually installed it. I didn't even install it. She installed the bidet. It's a little uneasy when you first use a bidet because you're like, oh, this is like it. You ever go in a jacuzzi and put your butt there, and you're like, yeah, of course, just to see what it feels like.
Yeah, I have never done that in my
Here we
life.
go.
Put your back up to the jet.
No.
Yeah,
This
that feels good.
podcast is brought to you by Caribbean homophobia.
Bad man, no do jacuzzi. What I'm doing, man.
So anyway, once we get over our homophobic talk, ignore David for a second.
Hilarious.
When we use the bidet, it squirts too fast. I feel, and it gives you like a weird feeling after, almost like it's hurting. That area is hurting.
Damn. Wow.
Then you
gotta
get
go-
used to it.
And I don't have like the one that heats the water. It's just the regular cold water. And you control. You have a little thing. You go like this.
You went base
And
model.
if you go all the
ladies
way
and
up, it's a little too strong.
Base model bidet.
But you still gotta
Without.
wipe. You still gotta wipe after the bidet. It doesn't fully clean it.
Wipe
You
or
gotta
dab?
do like
Dab?
one quick wipe.
Or dab.
So it's like two
No,
separate
it doesn't
jobs.
it doesn't get deep in there. You would think it does.
Not really surface.
It cleans the surface, but there's a little. You gotta do like instead of 5-6 wipes, you gotta do one wipe, 1 or 2. You know, so lowers the wipe. You still gotta use
Maybe you should get the enhanced version
I would
of
think
the
you
bidet.
wipe first, then do the bidet. You know,
What's that?
wipe first, then do the bidet.
Wipe
You know,
one,
just a little
bidet
extra.
2. You do bidet once.
Yeah.
So I-
Because
Eastern
it's like a
Europeans.
little fun.
So I saw this thing on TV saying compared to American pools, they compared pools in France. And we have like, let's say, whatever the hell it is, like 100 parts per million of like fecal matter in our pools, in our public pools, even though there's chlorine in there. They have like 7 because they use bidets.
Because they don't shower.
When you wipe, a lot of it, it leaves a lot of like residue there.
They don't shower every day because
He's
why?
been dying to do his accent.
So it's why do you shower?
It's
Why
like talking
You
to somebody.
make a
Why
good
does it? While
point.
there's
why
a,
do you use allspice? What is this thing? It's not natural at all.
he couldn't wait in there to get. He's like,
Do they have pools in France though? Like,
what's that?
do they have pools in
No,
France?
they just bathe in
Like-
butter.
Do they have pools in France? No. What do you think they? Yeah, of course they have pools. What are they, cavemen over there?
I just
What
feel,
is
I
this,
just feel like
thing
they
this,
get on a plane.
what
What do
the-
you Americans? What do I put?
It's like
what
a
do you-
big hole with
They
what?
go to
the hell?
Martinique, you know, if they want to
Martinique.
vacation.
No, they love water. So I used to go vacation all the time in North Vermont, and we would cross the border, and there was a water park right there in Montreal, and we would take my kids. We did it 3 years in a row to the water park, and most people didn't speak any English there. And my kids would be online, and there's just little kids playing like, "What's your and my daughter would come up to me and be like, "They were speaking French to me. What do I say? I didn't know. I don't. That was really weird." Like,
Bonjour.
yeah, they're just weird French people.
Bonjour, comment est usted? That's French.
Yeah, it was like a big water park with French people frolicking.
Bonjour. Ça va?
Yeah, they like all that
Is it
stuff.
still there?
What?
I didn't
It's
know
still
it
there. It's in
existed.
Montreal, yeah. And it was like old school. Like you don't even have them. You could drive around. Like, you know the drive-through zoos
Yeah.
that
Well-
you don't even know how they're. There's like an elephant next to you. There's like no bars or anything. Like what if this thing goes nuts and just kills everybody?
And that's like the
It was
water
one of
part.
those.
You just
Or they have a
kids running
drive-through
wild.
zoo and then
Yeah.
they have a water park.
Well,
With,
without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Velvet Sugar Podcast. This is episode 49.
That's
Yes.
how old I am. 49.
Yes,
This
episode
we
49.
commemorate this
And
to-
we have with us in studio
Congratulations.
special guest. Thank you. Tania Pearl Lewis, everybody.
Yay! Woo,
Thank
woo, woo.
you.
Rah, 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 rah.
We didn't put the Pearl in though, but we just said
That's
Tania
okay.
Lewis.
That's okay. That's kind of more my pen name, actually.
Pen?
Pearl? It's
And
not your real middle name.
My pen. It's my real name, but I just use it as an author.
Did you
Oh,
dress up
pen
for this
name.
podcast?
No, I
Yes,
wore
of
this.
course you did.
Yes, I
Of
did.
course.
You did?
Yes,
Nice.
yes, I
Good
did.
answer. Good answer.
She's like Tania
Of course
Pearl
I did.
Lewis, spelled for my pen pal days.
Because you usually see me like in a t-shirt and like ripped shorts or something. Yeah, but when
That
I'm
was-
not at an open mic.
Yeah.
But welcome. Thank you for
Thanks
joining
for
us.
having
Comedian,
me.
welcome.
Yeah, comedian. Tania Lewis. We were talking before we started rolling about she's been doing it for a long time, which, you know, that's the thing about and the journey about stand up. You know, because of social media today, it looks like everything happens overnight, fast, blow up. But people have been in the trenches for years and years and years.
Well, I mean, even you ever see like a really big comic that it just came out of nowhere and they're funny and you find them funny, you follow them and stuff.
Yeah.
Like when I first started following Nate Bargatze, that was like 5-6 years ago.
Mhm.
But he'd been doing comedy already like 14 years at that point.
Yeah.
You know, there's nobody that starts this in like 3 years. They're
very
like
rare.
hilarious.
It's very rare.
It's almost impossible. I think Eddie Murphy maybe, Chappelle maybe, like very few rare ones. But no, they're all
This
doing
guy's starting
it a
in the
long
late
time.
teens. Ari Spears, he was on, I think, Def Jam. He was either 14 or 16, where he was on Def Jam. I think he was 16 years old. His mom had to take him and everything. So you got people that start early.
16.
16 years
right,
old,
like
yeah.
they have just that raw young talent
Yeah.
that's recognized.
Mom, we're
right
gonna be late.
Yeah.
Trying to do this new dick joke, Mom. Hurry up, God.
What do you
I
think
mean,
about this?
yeah, Eddie Murphy was like 19 when he got on
Yeah,
Saturday Night
SNL.
Live, right?
Chappelle too was really young, I think.
Yeah, Chappelle was young.
And
Chappelle might have
but
been
it
14.
doesn't mean that they're not working in the background on it. But
Right.
Yeah.
most people don't
I started at the tender
catapult
age
to
of
stardom
41.
like that. Yeah.
I started-
It's interesting. I was listening to Mike, I don't want to mess his last name, Briglia?
Berbiglia.
Birbiglia, Mike Birbiglia. I know it was off a little bit. Anyway, he had a guest on, Michelle Buteau, and she made reference to this whole point about grinding, you know, your network and everything. And she's like, well, you know, outside of that, you're living life also, you know, because you necessarily mean that all your waking hours are spent in a club or comedy doesn't mean that you're not grinding. I thought that was an interesting point. I actually thought that was a pretty interesting point because it resonated with me because I wasn't in a club all those times, you know. But you're living life,
Right.
you're living life. What are
That's
you going to
not
talk about?
everyone's
Right,
like direction where they're
right,
they-
and it's not
every
the only
single
one
night.
either. Right.
Yeah.
So
Like stuff happens to you every day. Like you gotta go out and do stuff. Otherwise,
yeah,
nothing
you
funny
gotta live
happens to you.
life. You gotta live life.
The premises come, right?
Yeah,
Mm.
you know.
Yeah. You ever get like writer's block where you got a lot of premises but no idea how to make them funny?
Of course.
Sometimes I'll have like a block. I don't know how to make them funny.
Yeah.
Going through that right now. A bunch of premises. I don't know how to make them.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
almost
yeah.
like regressing comedy.
Common problem.
Weird, right?
I was still working on one for the longest time. Raggedy Funeral Home. That's as far as I got.
Raggedy funeral.
Raggedy
That's
Broke
just the only
down
premise.
funeral
Oh.
home.
'Cause I would pass. I was like, hold on, Raggedy Funeral Home, because they got the hearse thing. It's got like 4
They can't
flats.
keep the lights on, but do they really need to? Right?
I know, right? Who's it really for?
They made the news because they were taking people's money, and then they weren't.
They weren't
bodies were
providing
decaying.
services.
Bodies were actually decaying. Yeah.
Ew.
Not gonna
That
mention
is
the
a
name
good
of it.
premise
Yeah.
because
But yeah, I was like, oh man, Raggedy Funeral Home. Because I've seen some immaculate funeral homes. Looks like mansions. You're like, oh man, who lives here? Oh, the dead lives here. I see. Yeah. Like a fantastic drive up.
This one.
You know. And then you see a
funeral.
raggedy one. You're like,
Raggedy one's like a funeral home and like a Chinese takeout place in the back. You're like, all right, this kind of explains
See,
it.
you're like, ugh, no. And again, it made the news. So.
Yeah.
Matted carpet. They haven't paid the bills in a while.
I did a
They
show at a
probably should be
funeral home.
closed. Really?
Yeah, David Stickle had me on it. So where he lives in Rhinebeck, it was one of the best shows. Me and what's his name was on it, Sennhauser,
Okay.
and then it was so the funeral director. You know what they did for fun? Like, well, Stickle produced it. His best friend growing up. Do you know David Stickle? David Farmy Stickle.
I don't.
He doesn't come to the Rhino Mike too often, but he's an upstate Hudson Valley comic, and I guess he grew up with this woman who runs the funeral home. He went to high school with her, and she's like a long friend. And he had her put like a fake, like like they have caskets to show you when I guess you shop for caskets,
Right.
and he put the casket behind us. We were doing comedy, and it came. So many ideas come to your head to riff on that too.
Of
So it's right
course.
behind you as you're doing comedy,
Perfect
and it was
place
a
to die
phenomenal
on
show.
stage.
Oh, it was so good. What's that?
Perfect place to die on stage.
I know, right?
If
Just
I
crawl in
bomb,
there.
I'm crawling in.
I'm right there.
My entrance was I came out of the casket, I rose like the Undertaker.
So I suppose no funeral was going on at the time.
No, of course
the
not. It was like a
comedy
Saturday
show.
night late, and it was fun. It was oddly fun. Nobody thought about the death
Okay,
part.
I must point this out now.
Uh-huh.
It was 100% white.
There was a lot of white people.
100% white. I'm just gonna.
There was a lot of white people.
You're saying only white people would go to something like
100.
that.
I just listened to the Bobby. I got to talk about this because it's just so funny. You're going to love this. He was talking about David Tell when he was about 10, 15 years of comedy. It was David Tell on, who's the guy, Bill Burr's best friend, Bobby. No, hold on.
Bill Burr's best friend?
Yeah, the guy who lives by me in Katona.
Oh,
My daughter's best friend, her boyfriend, the dad is,
not Pete. What's his name?
oh my God, come on. Oh,
Paul Verzi?
no. Lee, something. Oh my
Pete
God.
Lee?
The other Boston comic.
Nick DiPaola?
Oh my God, I'm going to find it. No. It's, I'm going to find it. Hold on.
I didn't even know Bill Burr had a best friend.
Loading
Bill
and.
Burr's best friend.
I mean, I knew there's like some guys
Come on,
that kinda
dude.
came up with him, maybe.
Come on, dude. That dude. You know that he talks like that?
Bill
Oh my
Burr's
God,
best
you're killing me. It's not coming to anybody.
You don't mean
He was at Laugh It Up.
you don't mean the Greek guy, is it? Is he Greek?
No, he's Irish from Boston.
Irish.
Hmm.
Can we Google Bill Burr's best friend in comedy, Terrence? See if we get it. See if that makes anything.
Nah, it's killing me that I don't know it. It's almost bothering me.
Does he really have a best friend?
Irish friend, Irish.
Hold on.
Close. Patrice, of course, but
Friend from Dean.
not Nick
Del Rey.
DiPaolo.
That's the one I thought. Those are kind of like
Fitzsimmons, Tony V.
WK. Hold on. He's got a podcast called. Okay. You know what, dude? Robert Kelly. Come on, people.
Oh,
Bobby
Robert
Kelly.
Okay, Bobby Kelly.
My daughter calls me. She goes, "Hey, my best friend, her boyfriend's dad's this guy. Do you know him? Is he funny, Robert Kelly?" I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
And yeah, Robert Kelly. So
Kelly.
David Tell was on Robert Kelly's podcast like early last year, And he was telling the story the first time he did an all-black room.
Yeah.
That Bobby Kelly did one with David Tell.
Yeah.
And all these black comics go up, they kill, and the room's closed. And they're like, we have one more comic for you, David Tell. And he's like, oh my God, this is going to be the worst bomb ever. And David Tell's Tell didn't remember the story, but his first joke was, I'm really old-fashioned, everybody. My dad's very old-fashioned. He got milk from a cow. He didn't go to the store. He was very old-fashioned. He rode a horse. He didn't drive a car. He's really old-fashioned. If he got a hooker pregnant, he kicked her down the stairs and blamed it on the coloreds. He was old-fashioned. And he said the room just erupted. And he just had one black joke after another lined up. Hilarious, though.
Dave.
Speaking of which, that's why I did him, because he's favorite.
We all
It was a great show we did.
Yes, especially that last one.
The Legends.
Oh,
You can do it again?
If I'm invited to do it again, sure, why not?
I think he kind of invited all of us on the text there.
It was funny. When is it was the next one in August or something?
Oh, something like that. I don't know.
But that was funny because the very first time we had no audience, I was like, ugh. Remember?
What's that?
First one I did.
Oh,
I had like
yeah.
3 people in the audience.
It was.
There was one time it was slow, but
Yeah,
That wasn't your first time doing
that was
it.
my first time.
And so for the crowd listening, that's when we pick a favorite comic and we did that comic as him. We even tried to like channeling him.
Yeah.
But you kind of do some of his joke. You can do jokes your style, and we even dressed up like the comics.
Right.
Some of us that where it was like appropriate, right?
Yeah.
Kinnison was the one where she dressed up.
That's
like,
Sue.
Yeah, she
so
did.
did it tell pretty
You
good.
did Stephen Wright.
I did.
I did Tracy Morgan the first 2 times, and then the last time I did Godfrey.
Which is really funny. Tracy Morgan is now the voice of the New York subway system. Have you heard this?
Oh no, really? No, I've heard that.
I can't remember. He was like imploring people, like maybe not to jump the turnstiles. I don't know. I was like, this is Tracy Morgan.
There's something that's so funny about Tracy Morgan when he like, damn, it's just things that he did. Is a part that a bit that he did about somebody's son stabbing somebody in the face with a number 2 pencil, and the way he acted out, he did the pat in the hair, like, because she just got her nails done. She's like, "Where was you at?" Chewing the gum. That shit is hilarious to me, man.
I thought he was more of a sitcom act, though. Like, he's funny, but that's why I was the one that suggested him he should do Godfrey, and that thing killed when he did Godfrey.
Yeah, that was
Some
funny.
people are like
That
a
was
sitcom.
funny.
Like, even though she picked Lucy, and that's more, I thought that was going to bomb, but the Lucy thing worked really good.
Yeah.
When she did that sketch with Lucy.
What? I was wondering how she would do that exactly in a
Yeah.
stand-up show, but finding a scene like that.
That was a real acting performance.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember watching
she's
that when I was a
talented.
kid. Yeah, she is. She is.
Fun. It was a fun show, and everybody did great, man.
Yeah.
That last show, everybody did wow. The audience was there to laugh.
And I think it's getting more popular. I know that Rich is always getting calls
Really?
Do it again?
for like other people want to come and do their
Of course.
They want to come and do it, be on it?
yeah.
comedian.
More than I get asked about that more than any other show from other comics.
They want
Really?
to do it.
Yeah.
I wonder who people want to do the most.
Hmm.
Who are the comics they want to do?
Interesting.
Who you did? So you did right?
Mhm.
Stephen Wright. Anybody else you'd want to do?
Well, actually, that's a good question because I thought about it. I feel like I got kind of pigeonholed into.
Really?
Though I am a big fan, I love Stephen Wright. Obviously, a big inspiration.
You picked
But
it?
I was approached to do that when he came up with the idea. I was like on the original list. I guess people automatically think my style is similar.
That makes sense.
So
you do have kind of like a
that deadpan, almost
you
one-liner.
don't yell. You speak low. You
Mm-hmm.
take long. Like the rights. Your setups are long. Yeah, it's just your style.
It's
your
yeah.
cadence.
I'm not a typical storyteller comedian, so Stephen Wright comes to mind. But they did have another comic that did Mitch Hedberg, and he was the other guy I was thinking
Freed.
of. Yeah,
What's his name?
Jordan Freed.
Jordan Freed. And he told
he
me
did
later.
a good job,
he-
but he did his own stuff.
I didn't know that. So the compliments to him. He did really good jokes.
Yeah, he
'cause it all
killed.
sounded like I thought it was Stephen Wright's. They were really funny jokes. Because I never heard Stephen.
You mean Mitch Hedberg?
I'm sorry, I never heard Mitch Hedberg stuff. I never listened.
Oh,
to
you
it.
hadn't? Yeah,
No.
unfortunately, he died.
No, I know.
And I found out when I started to like him that he had just
Yeah.
died. So I never got to see him.
Yeah, Carl. It's weird. I grew up in the '80s, '90s. I don't remember any Carlin. Never saw it once.
You're kidding.
Only
That's
No,
the
no,
Carlin I
just
saw was from the sitcom. When he had a sitcom on Fox.
oh, that's
Carlin?
Just
Yeah.
Carlin had a sitcom?
Yeah.
He was in something. What was
He,
that?
he, he was the lead.
Oh, you're right. He did have a
Yeah.
sitcom.
Well, he also was on a kids show way back.
Oh,
He
geez.
was like,
Really?
yeah, the conductor on a kids show. I don't know
That's
if that was
really weird.
PBS.
Yeah.
It was popular.
But,
kid show.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
listen. If you're a comedian, you get work.
Exactly.
That's what it is. It's work.
He was also a porn star. You know that? He was also doing porn.
You got to
Saw
go
the
where they're
scene?
paying.
Ooh.
He's my number one. I love him so. He
Carlin?
was big influence. Every time he would have an HBO special, I was watching
them?
it. As
Did
a
you watch
kid.
all his specials?
All of them?
I heard at the end he
I have 'em all.
changed in his
And that's
style.
I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What
a
would
lot
you
of
like him
people
early
don't-
or late?
later?
Oh,
He
yeah.
got grumpier. He
Really?
well, his
Most people like the
politics-
comics in the earlier years more. You know?
He was like, I feel like his voice didn't come out until later on,
Yeah.
like after midlife. Like
Right.
he was successful as a young comic.
Right.
He was on television, but once he kind of turned the tides to the hippie culture and went like counterculture instead of like the suit and tie and the
Yeah.
short hair and the traditional types of jokes.
That's just like
That's-
when that's what happened to Richard Pryor because he was operating like almost like a mini Bill Cosby. You know, he was clean shaven in a
Mhm.
suit, same thing, until he was that Rain? Yeah, until he
He what?
Richard Pryor. You know, he was in suits and
He's
stuff. He
dead?
was on TV. What?
You died? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I'm saying it's Rain. I heard the Rain like
Oh, yeah.
sounds like. Is it,
Uh-oh.
It's the ghost of Richard Pryor right here. You talking about me?
no, but I'm saying he changed his style too.
Exactly. They
So,
evolved.
yeah,
and
they-
that his comedy later is to me is more relatable.
Some of my like I'm a big at the modern era. I like Bill Burr. He kind of influenced me. I was kind of like that's when I wanted to get into comedy, and his earlier stuff is much better. I thought.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he was not married and he was angrier, and then when he got a woman and got married and
He
settled
got a
down,
woman.
got
He got
older.
happy.
He was just funnier, angrier, and they became like I don't know. It's just like the funny thing about him was the anger. And the
Mhm.
anger issues. And if people like that
Yeah.
get older, they usually get less, they calm down, they get happier. He became more successful. I don't know. It's just not the same. He's got funny stuff, but it's more making fun of other things rather than just the,
right. The
anger.
edge, the hunger,
edge is
maybe.
different there.
The-
I'm a fan also of Ron White, Texas.
I know a little bit about. He was part of the blue collar,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He was the closer, man. Scooter. That Scooter story because he would always sit there and drink either whiskey or bourbon.
Did you watch Tires with Shane Gillis? He's on it. He plays that crazy dude.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
he's sober now.
It's like kind of race car
Oh.
driver or
Yeah,
something.
he's like he's down
Well,
to the
that
point. He's
changes.
like, oh, this comedy movie flat, boring. But
He's
you know,
Texas? He's Texas, right?
Is he still funny now that he's
he's
sober?
funny. Here's the funny thing: there's video of him doing. He had just got to L.A. and was doing comedy. He had curly hair and a mustache and a freaking beret and a funny color shirt. It was like, wow, wow.
Damn.
Because people evolve, you know.
Speaking of funny, how about that clip, that video that's going on online? It's
Oh
almost
yeah.
at 4 million, and it's made
Yeah.
by these two comedians.
You
were their
guys
names?
went viral.
Yeah, we're almost at 4 million. 4 million.
Yeah.
And do you know how it happens? Because I had one video go viral.
Yeah?
And I still haven't got it until I got censored,
It-
and then it stopped.
Oh,
And I didn't know I was breaking any rules,
jeez.
like because I'm not like
Wait,
outward.
where did it get censored?
Instagram? It's an Instagram video, and
What'd you
can
do?
still watch it, but it's suggestive. About
says time?
genitalia. They don't like genitals on
Oh, really?
Instagram.
We're at 3.6 million.
Yeah. The funny thing about
Wow.
it. Here's the funny thing: we were supposed to record last week,
Mm-hmm.
and so for some other reason,
We had a
schedules
mix-up.
got mix up.
Yep.
So I said, "Yo, Alex, let's just shoot something." And that's it.
Yeah, Terrence, that was a blessing in disguise. We shot that sketch, and I came up with a great ending for it. Like, I don't know, we were brainstorming it, and I was like, what if we said this? And this guy laughed so loud, and we put it to camera to pen to paper, whatever the saying is,
Yeah.
and then that thing came out. That thing
24-second video.
The first 18 hours, it was already over a million and a half.
When I
That's amazing.
It was growing up. Like, I was talking to my daughter, showing her, and then when I'm done showing her, it was up 40,000, like in like a minute or two. Like, it was hit prime time. It was hitting. It was clicking.
I even posted it later than I usually do. I
Mhm.
posted like after 7.
Mhm.
So I saw it just because I shut my phone down so I could stay off my phone, and I saw it at like 7,500. I was close to. That's a little just before 10:30. All right, cool, boom. I got up, checked it after like 7:30, 7:40. It said 177,000. I was like, oh, okay, well that's decent. And then I saw your text. You was like, oh, not bad. I was like, well, you should take a look at it now.
And the most fun is the comments.
Oh, yeah.
The people going to war at the comments.
Jeez.
There's a video. Well, you guys should watch it.
I gotta watch this video.
Yeah.
How do we tell the audience to
Let's
watch
go.
it?
Let's go.
Follow
Go
our
on our
at
page,
Big
yeah.
Alex Comedy, at Black Rock Dave.
Yep.
Watch the video.
Let's go watch it. You see it there.
Because it was a little
The latest
slightly.
video.
Yeah, just
that
don't
you
even
have?
say slightly.
I'm not going to
Just
say
go-
anything, but
go
there was
watch it.
two elements that are
Yeah. The hotbed.
contentious in the public debate.
Yes. So.
Right? And so people went on online. So if one guy and every once in a while, every 20th person or 50th person would be like, "This ain't funny,"
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you see replies 37.
Yeah.
And they got attacked for saying
For
that.
saying that.
Yeah.
My favorite was, username Lucky something, said it wasn't funny. Wrap it up, y'all. Pack it up and go home. He said it wasn't funny.
Yeah.
Sometimes that alone sells your video, even when it's
Yeah.
critical.
Which is
makes
crazy.
people
And
curious.
I wasn't.
Well, they got reshared 200,000 times.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crack
Yeah.
the code. Now, did you put a follow up?
We did, and that's up to 50,000. He released it this morning.
No, yesterday.
Yesterday we released it, but we didn't think it's gonna do as much. But that's still really good.
Yeah, it's
50,000.
still pretty good, yeah.
One day.
Right.
Because here's the.
I agree.
I've been shooting and making videos, making sketches for 10 years. Listen, I bought cameras. I got cameras. I taught myself how to edit.
Mm-hmm.
I bought green screen. I got gimbals. I did all of that stuff.
got everything.
Never once
Oh,
did a video go viral.
and
Not
you
once.
put your thought into. You probably thought
Yeah,
about
oh,
it
my God.
ahead of
Listen,
time.
you know what I used to do? You know what I
went
used-
over the script.
You know what I used to do? I never really scripted out anything. Everything was always from my head. But this is what I would do. I said, all right, I would be in a supermarket or a store, and I'd take a picture because I could use that over the green screen to be like this department or whatever. Also, I'd also have my phone recording ambient sound. So you hear the cashier, you hear walking, you hear whatever. And I'd layer that over the video and then to just nothing. No, I mean, not nothing. I should say nothing. Not a million
Right.
views.
Didn't go
And
viral.
then something simple that I shot it with my meta glasses.
Are you wearing those now?
No.
I think that's
Okay.
the way it goes.
Yeah. Because I at one point in years, especially during the pandemic, I just said, screw all this stupid pressure I'm putting on myself. I'm just going to have fun.
But it's like a joke. Like we've made videos together where this is so funny. I think it's gonna
Actually,
be good.
here's the
Not
funny-
much.
No.
then you put it-
The very first video we did together made
The
250K.
very first one we did, but that was a good video.
Yeah.
But then we made I would say
That's
some that
really
are much
good.
funnier.
Yeah.
We did one about I think the Alexa one was funny, and then they don't hit,
Yeah.
and then for some
But-
other
but-
reason other ones hit. You can't.
But that's
explain
what you got to do. That's why you got to stay consistent. You can't get over. You can't get too high, too low. I mean, it sounds cheesy and corny, but you can't
Yeah.
get too high or too low. You just got to keep being consistent.
That's the key.
That's the key. Consistency. You know what I mean?
it. Yeah.
Because it was Sunday. I literally I was finding a way to turn off my notifications because every minute, I was like, oh God, turn this
Which
off.
is what you want to hear. But
Yeah, but after a while,
that's
you're
what
like,
we're doing this for.
I was like, man,
It was funny.
notifications, oh.
I got I was getting a follower every 5 minutes, and
Yes.
it was like 300 followers already.
Yeah.
And it's just nuts how people.
Crazy.
But aside from all that, at the end of the day, I'm like, it's nice to know that people are laughing out loud at this,
Yeah.
making people laugh. A lot of people, that's a lot of people. 3.6
Someone's
million.
digging your humor.
Yeah.
That's a
3.6
lot more than
million,
most
that's a lot.
cities,
That's
right?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. That'll.
Then it hits like different. I think there are different algorithms, of course. And then you see some views from Europe. You see some views.
I like
from-
it when it's international. Sometimes, I guess, the simpler maybe the video is, you get
Right, right. I
international.
wish you could hit
appeal.
like Asia and those places. India.
I don't think our video would be understood in Asia and India.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. In a major city, you'd be surprised. A lot of major cities in the world, because they get TV from all over and they understand it. It's
Sure,
not.
they are.
It's not like 40 years ago where, you didn't know anything about the Far East or the Far East. It's just a click of a button, man.
Yeah.
Like the cultural aspects,
Yeah.
maybe the humor wouldn't
Listen,
translate, but
Not only that, but people listen. I watched. I forgot the name of this series. It was out of South Africa, right? It was out of South Africa. It was some kind of detective, whatever. And I'm like, hold on, these are black South Africans. Why are you trying to sound American? You know what I mean? I was like, hold on.
Was
But
this Trevor Noah's comedy special?
oh, good God, no, it's not. But it was a series.
You ever seen when the only accent he can't do is when he does a New Yorker? I'm like, that's not New Yorker, right? Like, please, try something else, homie. You're not a New Yorker, right? Come on.
Trevor Noah batch. A Trevor Noah
Everything
batch.
else is perfect, but then I'm a New Yorker. I hear New Yorker. I'm like,
Yeah.
I ain't New Yorker. Come on, you're close, but not there.
You can always hear that. But I'm just saying, is the influence that people have. I'm going.
Right. That is our biggest like
Export.
export is entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah, comedy is a
airplanes.
homegrown American thing. It started in America, right? Jewish people started in the Catskills. Then isn't that where it
I
started?
think that's where comedy began.
Comedy
yes.
really
it
blossomed
really
there.
started.
Yeah.
People have been making jokes, but I guess if you talk about like vaudeville, right, you might want to take it back.
It went back to
Another
vaudeville.
generation.
Where was that?
or
Like,
two.
what state did that start in vaudeville? Do you know?
I think that was probably a New York City thing,
Is
and it
it?
reached
Like-
out to Hollywood. I'm sure that went on.
I always
these
think
were
of
traveling shows,
I thought
right?
vaudeville. You always think of down south. They they used to be called hoochie coochie shows. They would travel and be like a circus and vaudeville.
Where
mixed
they
in one.
offered all these things.
Heard of those things? The hoochie
Yeah.
coochie show. Somebody I know went to one of them in Georgia.
1800s shows. I think these are.
It does make a
minstrel
point of
shows.
saying
See,
like
Kentucky.
Louisville. Yeah.
Well, France is the word. The word vaudeville is a French word. So France makes sense.
But the family
Yeah, City
friendly
1865.
entertainment in New York City, like 1860.
So you ever heard of a hoochie coochie show? You know what those were?
First time
Those
I
were
heard.
like
I've
traveling
heard the
circuses in the South.
term, yeah.
And I knew a guy that went to one in the 70s, and you could fight a chimpanzee. And he saw a guy fight a chimpanzee. So the chimp came out, and they had it was like a joke. They had this little chimp behind like a curtain. And, they have like a muzzle so they don't like bite you and kill you because they have fangs.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'd be like, pay $5. And this guy would pay. And then some big drunk white guy would come out, I'm going to fuck this chimpanzee up. And there's like a little chimp. But then like they pull the curtain and the real chimp comes out. And it's like jacked and like 300 pounds. And then they put this thing, they could have. So goes in the ring and my friend witnessed this. He said the guy came up to him, this big drunk white guy, and he blasted the chimp one shot in the chin.
Mm-hmm.
And the chimp did this thing where like it was just like it took like 5 seconds, and then it ever see like that it lost its mind, ran around the ring, hit him from behind before he could even blink, like a tornado, knocked him out cold, and then jumped on top of him and was pummeling him senseless while he's out unconscious. And like 5 people had to pull this chimp off.
Wow.
And that would happen, like stuff like this.
And that's
there was
what you pay top dollar for.
and there was
for
a
sure.
professional female wrestler that would fight these chimps. Can you Google Rhonda? I think
That would not be tolerated.
Rhonda,
nowadays.
death by chimpanzee, Rhonda wrestler. R-O-N-D-A, Rhonda wrestler dies by chimp. She did one of these shows and she got killed. The chimp snapped her neck. So you don't know what these
Yeah,
things
because
are.
they don't have the
She got
same
killed.
rules.
No.
Surprise.
Sandra, owner of the chimp who mauled her. Yeah.
No, and that's not the wrestler.
I would put it, did you put in Rhonda? Rhonda wrestler? Rhonda death by chimp. Or put in wrestler after chimpanzee or after Rhonda.
Yeah, I would
She was
think
like a
that's
wrestler.
kinda
She was a
dangerous.
real,
No one.
died in a chimpanzee attack.
They said no one named Rhonda died in a chimpanzee attack. You were thinking of Dunia Samboa Rodriguez.
No,
high
this
school
was a wrestler.
who survived the roof. Oh,
It's
Maybe
not Ronda
AI is
Rousey.
not
I know
always
that's
right.
the first thing you think of. But
Yeah.
anyway, so don't get in the ring and wrestle a
With a
chimpanzee.
chimp.
Yeah.
I think they probably banned that now.
Oh
But
my
I
God,
wouldn't
this was
be
like the
surprised-
70s. He says this was Georgia in the 70s.
I won't be
long
surprised if
band.
they find
not to
an alleyway to
mention
do that.
They had something there about minstrel shows. Obviously, black people weren't allowed in certain circles, so they had to.
What wasn't allowed
Right.
in certain circles?
Black people minstrel shows. They only
It's a minstrel show.
pull it up.
Minstrel
Terrence.
show?
Minstrel, yeah. Yeah, they had that. They had it up there
It's
earlier.
the similar variety entertainment
Oh.
shows.
Because the term barrel of laughs, because black people couldn't laugh out loud, so they had to put their head in a barrel. That's where the term barrel of laughs came from.
They
I
couldn't.
did not
minstrel
know
show,
that.
yeah, minstrel shows was when blackface.
Right.
Wow.
I'm sure you've
Yeah.
seen some of these pictures before.
That was a minstrel show?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh.
Black and white men.
Basically stuff they're still doing in Asia right now. You ever see some of the blackface coming out of like Asia? They'll just like do it. They don't care.
And like Europe, some parts of Europe too. Like I think it's the Dutch or something, Netherlands or something like that. I don't want to be mistaken. Yeah.
I don't know about
Blackface
Netherlands.
men.
Netherlands has a lot of black. No, Netherlands is not. It's not Netherlands.
There was one of these
It's like-
shows that they had. It was like, oh, they're arguing for their right to do it.
Really?
I forgot what country it was. Yeah. Yeah, but that's the history.
And then Drewski did the opposite. He did whiteface like I'm genius.
He did. He didn't call her name, but it was so Erica Kirk. I mean,
Did you watch Drewski do whiteface?
He done.
No.
He did the NASCAR rally. It's the black dude who
He
dressed up like a white guy, and the
don't miss.
makeup team he had, he looked like a redneck.
He don't. He does
And-
not miss, man.
Dude, hilarious.
And see, here's the thing. Now his stuff goes viral, but there's a production quality behind his thing. Like very production is the makeup and everything. Whatever he does, it gets.
He went to
millions of
NASCAR
views.
and
Yeah.
pretended to be like a white guy with a cigarette with overalls.
Yeah.
And he looked just.
Pull it up, Terrence Drewski,
Well,
redneck.
Is this like a comic that's social media comic?
Yeah, he blew.
right?
The stuff he does, those things get like 20, 30, 40 million views on Instagram.
Yeah,
They go super
yeah.
viral.
I wonder at a certain point, do like companies start paying you for that
don't
kind of
know.
content? Or backing you and
Well,
giving you the ability to.
look here.
Yeah, that's how you.
That's it.
He even had the redneck tan. Look at the redneck tan. That's all painted on.
Oh,
That's
man.
him, really?
Yes.
And then in one scene, he had a black guy walk by,
Yeah,
and
that's
he stuck his
pretty-
head out the window. Remember, he's like, "You lost, son," and he was messing with him.
Yeah.
So it's like you didn't know where your mind didn't know where to go. Like, what was
Yeah.
happening here?
Yeah.
And the guy was really nice. He's like, "No, I'm just here for the NASCAR show."
He's got the
Yeah.
sunburn
He
and
spit.
everything.
Then he
He's
spit
spitting on the ground in front of him.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't believe that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
he must have a whole professional
had the-
He
team
does. He does.
behind.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Got him up. There's Erica Kirk further up, and had him. He did stuff as a frat boy. Yeah. He's
He dressed up as her.
Yeah. Then he does another white guy too. He does a white guy that's from the hood. All he does black stuff. Yeah, that the other one on all the way on the right. Yeah, he's a talented dude,
oh
man.
my God.
Talented dude,
Yeah.
man.
But I know the first guy that made a lot of money and went the most viral was Oppa Gangnam Style. That video hit
Oh.
1 billion views.
Oh, the K-pop.
I think they said from the views on YouTube, he made like a little over $1 million.
what
Which doesn't sound like a lot, but still for
what
one
about
video.
what about the African dude
for a
that
song that became an international.
I mean, it launched his career.
Yeah.
But what about the
Stupid dance.
African guy that just would do this in every video?
from a
He would never
while
talk.
back.
Yeah, a
Which
few
one?
years ago, he would just do this.
Really? I don't
Yes.
remember
That's
that.
it.
Yes.
That's all it took.
Yeah, he
I thought it
never
was the,
spoke. It's just
He's not the, why are you gay?
no.
Uganda
no,
guy.
no,
That
no,
guy
that
was legit. He does that. He'll like, if you reach
Yeah.
out to him, he'll put that on your cell phone, like the
Yeah.
cell phone ringer,
Yeah,
customized
not,
ringer.
not him. Not him.
You
know?
get in at the beginning of something. That's the key.
See,
you
that's
don't
the-
have to have like
That's the
that
thing.
clever of an
No,
idea.
they interviewed the guy who. You ever see the interview with the guy who made Beavis and Butthead? Forgot his name at the moment, but you don't have to look it up, Terrence. Mike Judge, and he made Office Space, one of my favorite movies. And they interviewed him like, this show is about two morons, and he's like, and you realize how many more people have done shows like this now. And he's like, yeah, but I did it first.
Yeah,
That was a perfect point.
Yeah.
Right? He did it
it's
first.
just like you see King
Did it
Bach,
first?
King Bach, Lele Pons.
it's a
and that-
trailblazer.
and
You're a
that crew.
trailblazer,
They're not from LA, but they all met in LA, and they combined, they collab, they do everything, and everybody went super viral, now famous on social media. They help to build actually Instagram, TikTok with their videos. Before that, Childish Gambino's real name? Yes,
Glover.
Donald Glover. Because he used to do some stuff, some sketches, some crazy sketch. He was doing this before even King Bach was doing it. Because if you go back and see, it's crazy. People been doing this stuff for a while, man. It's nuts. Yeah, he's been doing it. I forgot the platform he used. Was it Funny or Die? But before Vine, it was Funny or Die or something, wasn't it?
E-Bombs
Before Funny or
World?
Die? Huh?
E-Bombs World. Remember E-Bombs World?
Yeah,
Before YouTube.
yeah.
My favorite video of all time was Pinky the Cat. Remember Pinky the Cat?
No.
Did you ever see that one?
No.
Oh, it was this what it was is somebody caught this commercial and never aired because it's something went horribly wrong. Picture like you're shooting a commercial. You're an ASPCA, a local, and you're shooting a commercial for this lovely cat Pinky to get adopted.
Right.
And during the commercial, the Pinky slowly starts to attack the guy. It wraps the leash around his leg and gets caught, and kind of starts like freaking out the cat, and then crawls up his leg and bites his balls over the jeans. And he's like, Pinky's a little, and he's like, oh my God, we got a little wildcat here. And he goes up, and he just goes, and he just goes, cut it, Pinky, you bitch. You ever seen Pinky the cat? Orange Nightmare.
He's punching Pinky in the head.
No, you couldn't. The cats are so fast you couldn't. Yeah, they're just so lightning quick. You have no chance.
Yeah,
you know?
There's a lot of stuff that when you remember. I talked about that one time in my act. You remember this? Charlie bit my finger. You remember that one? That went viral. Little kids,
Some
little
like
British
sayings
kids
go viral, right? It's like 1 or 2 words. Like, ain't nobody got no time for that. That's from that video. I saw that video with that lady in Detroit or wherever it was.
Yeah.
In the building, there was a fire. She's like,
"Oh my God, there's a fire!"
She's like, I was in a fire. It was good. And then they said, nobody got no time for that. Just that people were saying that everywhere.
Yeah.
There's just
Hide your women, hide your kids. That was
the Haktua effect, like that.
Right.
1 or 2
that
little
one.
words that just
Jeez,
go super viral.
It's
Yeah,
crazy. It's crazy how things go viral. You
But
one hand.
what's amazing is that the things that do, like you could get millions of people on it and still never heard of it. That's
Right.
She made a lot of money, Haktua, from it.
Yeah.
That
it's so
person I
dumb.
heard of because it just was.
Yeah.
talked
But she
about
doesn't
a
have
lot.
any discernible skill.
No,
But, it's like, hey, girl, jump on it, make the money while you can.
Yeah.
15 minutes of fame, whatever. It's only 15 minutes, but make your money, right?
If you could monetize it, hell yeah, that's the whole thing.
that's the American dream.
That is.
That's what
That
we're
is,
here
that
for.
is, That is. So what's going on with you, Tana? What's going on
When
with
you're
you?
not making Keebler cookies in the tree, what are you doing with your spirit? That's
am
a
I
short
doing
joke,
with my life?
everybody.
Oh, jeez.
You're listening to this.
Yes.
Tanya is a shorty.
Well, you can't really tell from the
He
audio.
brought it up.
Yeah, I don't know.
They could hear my voice and I
See
might
you.
sound
Yeah.
really tall.
work
Like I
with
want to
2
keep
women.
up that illusion.
How tall are you? 5'1"?
Yeah.
5'2"? I work with 2 women that are under 5 foot, and I just make fun of them every day.
We love that.
They
Every
both.
week. Yeah, and
Big fan.
It's good comedy.
fan of the short
It
joke.
gets your comedy skill. Like every day, I'm like, what can I can make a short joke. Like if I can make one on the
Filipino?
fly riff. No. Oddly, no, not at all.
And I'm sure they're happy to hear it every day.
Yeah, they like the attention,
I met Tanya. We met a few years ago,
hmm
and what was it? Was it Olives? That room?
You used to perform at Olives?
Was it?
Oh, when I
sure,
started.
I've done every room possible around
she-
here.
Did we meet at Lucy's when it was still there? That's when I started, a year and a half before
I did
COVID.
do Lucy's. Now it's
Yeah,
been a long
I remember you
time.
from Lucy's before COVID.
I
That's
was
when we
a
first met.
I was thinking maybe Rhino or was there anything
Yeah, we
else
met
in
somewhere.
Westchester?
Yeah,
But it was
Like
a long
right
time
away.
ago.
it was. I
like
think it
7
was in
years
that
ago.
room because it was at a
Maybe
Mel
Lucy's.
hosted mic.
Mel?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then-
Oh,
Well,
that's
he
where we
had that upstairs room
Yes.
in Nyack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
What is
was-
that? That was not Olives.
Not Olives. It was it's a bar that's closed
right,
now.
right.
That's
That
where
room.
we
Yes.
didn't meet, but that's when we kind of saw you and talked for the first time.
Yeah.
I've seen you before that. That's
Yeah.
right. That was
Because
That after.
it was because shortly after that I think you went to Barbados. I remember you said
Henry's,
you
it
were
was
going to
called.
Barbados.
Yes.
Henry's.
But you were going to Barbados for
That was a
vacation.
lot of fun. I did.
Yeah. She went
Went to Barbados?
Mhm.
You got some flying fish.
Okay.
No, that's-
I go to the islands, but I don't eat fish.
You don't eat fish.
No,
You a vegetarian?
no, not a vegetarian.
She's not a
just
fish
picky.
person?
Just
You just
picky
pick it-
either.
What do
Yeah.
you eat meat though?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I'm not a vegetarian or vegan. If I was, I really would have nothing to eat because
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
my wife is
picky.
vegan for 4 years now.
Oh,
That's
really
fish.
that's tough.
it's like watching a goat eat every day. I'm like, you eat like a goat with a couple things that you cook.
You're also friends too with Paula.
I am. Yeah.
Shout out Paula Datner. Because I was
You know Paula? Okay.
Yeah, because I was saying, I was like, yo, what about Tanya? He was like, yeah, we don't have her number. He's like, one of these numbers on the group chat was it? And I said, I think I called it 845 number. The dude answered, hello. I said, I guess you're not Tanya, huh? So then I reached out to Paula and I was like, hey, do you happen to have Tanya's number? And then she responded with, why would you think I have Tanya's number? I said, oh no, I thought you guys were friends. She went, no. Right?
Ironically, that's exactly how she sounds. Why do you think? No.
So then I was like, oh,
Why
okay.
would you think I would have it?
Yeah, that's what she said. So I was like, So I was like, "Oh, you don't know Tania Lewis?" She's like, "I can't believe you're taking me seriously." So then I went, "Well, in my culture, today is serious day,
Yeah.
right?"
Who said that,
back
you?
and forth, yeah. So I said, "Well, today, oddly enough, today is serious day in my culture." So you obviously don't respect that.
Good
Then
thing she came
then she's taking
through.
them- Yeah. Then
She's
said,
actually going to do, we're doing a show, trying a new show. I'm helping someone produce a show in
Okay.
Brooklyn this next week, next Monday.
Okay.
And this is our first time, and I'm having Paula Datner on there.
Okay,
You
nice.
produce it regularly, that show?
This is our first time doing it.
Okay.
What's it called?
Hot girls, but we're also having men on it. So
Okay.
Okay. In Brooklyn? What part of Brooklyn?
in Brooklyn, Dumbo neighborhood, right near the Brooklyn
Okay,
Bridge.
what kind of
It's a
venue?
place called Rat, and I did a show there one other time. It's a really nice room. It's
Nice.
like a non-traditional club, but it's
works.
set up. It's got a stage and like a little
Nice.
mini bar and
Nice.
maybe like 50 people.
50-seater?
Okay.
Like Rhino size, kind of?
Yeah, maybe it's a little smaller than Rhino.
Small. Okay.
Okay. That's good.
If you get standing room, like
Okay.
if we got like a really
Okay.
good
Nice.
outcome, then
Nice,
maybe we
nice,
can
nice. Hey,
squeeze
man.
40, 50 people.
Lots of success.
I've been to Brooklyn in like, I don't know, 10 years.
Really?
I've been to
It's-
Queens. I've been back to Queens. I didn't go back to Brooklyn yet.
Wow.
It's a hike. It's like
Even when you live in Queens, you don't go to Brooklyn if you don't
Right.
know people there. If you grew up in Queens.
Yeah,
you
I
don't.
saw
it's
my
a
brother
hike
yesterday.
for us
so-
out here. Like I don't make it there that often. It's just other comics I know that live in the area,
Right.
and it
Yeah.
kind of helped me. But they wanted me to help with this,
Okay.
but
Oh,
it's a little
pre-COVID, there was a
further.
really good show there. It was like the last open mics I did before it shut down, before COVID shut everything down. It was a Nigerian bar. Sean Barry told me about it. It was a Nigerian. It was awesome.
Was that the room? Was that the show that you did?
Was that the what?
Was that the show that you did?
Show?
The show. It was a show or a mic?
Well, I never did a show there. It was just
Oh,
I went
okay,
there
just
twice for an open mic.
Yeah.
It was a Nigerian bar and restaurant.
Nice.
Bar in the front, restaurant in the back, and all like Nigerian people. And then like 5 or 6
Even the
white
comics?
I did black jokes and they were loving it. And then the white people were like, "Oh, this is so offensive."
They don't know how to
wonderful.
behave.
It was just like innocent stuff. Like I was by the door. Like the mic is by the door when you walk in, and you have a little stage. And I was like, "Oh, I'm just over here in case I have to run, even though you all outrun me. You are Nigerian." And then the white people were like, "Oh, so offensive." You could see they were just like, one guy threw his notebook down. Fucking serious. I was
One of
like,
the
look, and I have like,
comedians.
and you address it. And I was like, look at you over here. They're laughing. This guy was the one that sent me the email from Nigeria about the 5 million francs to marry his daughter, and they love that stuff.
Hilarious.
You just like, I don't know. It's like fun.
That's funny. Pivoting back to our circling back. So I hate that word, circling back. Anyway, circling back to our video. Those were the comments. Some of the comments that we got. Oh God, humor is back. Gen Z is gonna lose their shit.
One guy called it pre-Gen Z humor.
Yeah.
That's a good compliment.
Now I really
love
gotta
it.
watch this video.
Yeah, he's like, oh,
And
I
it's
oh,
feel like
Yeah.
people have had enough of censoring themselves.
yeah.
And
At the same
Overly
time, you don't want to swing the pendulum the other way and be like, I'm going to be racist. It's not that. We just talk about stuff that it's not racist, but it's just like now you start a joke with, I know a black guy. Oh, he said black guy. I don't like where this is going. That's what's happening now. It's too much. People hear a trigger word and they shut off.
Yeah.
right,
You know?
they don't know how to react.
Yeah, I went to the city and I this is like 2 years after COVID, and I did a joke where I said I know a gay guy, and then there was a gay guy in the crowd, and he was just like upset. He was just already like, he was doing this. He's like I was already saying a
It's just
racist
a
gay joke,
descriptor.
homophobic.
Yeah.
I was like,
Is that-
the joke where it's going, you're gonna like it, but you're not even giving it a chance because it's like these trigger words. I think that's finally going away partially.
Yeah.
Which would be kind of nice,
Which is crazy because, and I get so I saw somebody said something they were talking about wokeism, and I started to type. I go, you know what, this word has been so misused,
Oh, yeah,
and then I went delete, and then I put any
But
comments.
that happens. Though
Yeah.
his thing is the word woke was stolen by white because it was like a black.
Yeah, it was for and it just overly
It was
used,
black vernacular, woke.
overly
They got
politicized.
hijacked by the movement of like woke, like how it's used now. It was
Yeah, it was
used
just
very
which has
differently, it's
nothing
true.
to do with the original meaning. Nothing.
That tends to happen.
Yeah. I remember one thing, we were at a show in Connecticut, right? So these good old boys. So the host was like, "Could you guys keep it down, whatever?" They were about to leave, so a woman tells you to do something. They're like, "No, we're gonna stay. Order more drinks." So comedian is on stage, the old lady, and they started talking to her, and they got her removed. Here come this old guy. Oh, this is this old woke bullshit. I was like, it has nothing to do with that. Alex, funny enough, he got up. He's 6'6". We were sitting there just watching it. He got up. He looked like about 7 foot tall, and his hands looked like about 6 feet. He went, dude, get the fuck out.
I lost my shit. I used to be a bouncer.
Yeah.
And as
I
a
can see
bouncer,
that.
there's a moment when you know you got to throw out that customer. I forgot where I was for a second. I'm like, I know I was going to get this guy. I'm like, I don't even work here. And I kind of just like, I regressed a little bit. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. I lost my, and real angry, you know? And I'm like, what am I doing? I don't even work. I have no incentive to do anything here. They should, they should.
I should intervene in this.
I was like, I looked up. I was like, wow, like 7 foot tall.
No, because when you're a security guard, when you're a bouncer, there's like a moment where you see it where it's going and you got to throw people out. But they never want to go. They always want to argue their way back in. There's no reversing it. You know, like when a cop decides to arrest you, like see those people fight their arrest. It's like you're getting arrested.
It's happening.
They don't just go, all right, you know what? I
You know
changed
what?
my mind.
You made a good point.
You made a good
You
point.
should go
Let me take
back.
these cuffs. You know, it always ends with
Go
these
back in
cuffs
and
are
start
hurting me.
groping those girls again. Right?
Pinch me so much, sir. Wow, excellent job. Are you a lawyer? Yeah, it's crazy. So what else is going to tell us about? Oh man, that clock cannot be right. That cannot.
No, it's
having so much.
I got 9 minutes. That's
is
enough
ridiculous.
time.
Well, so tell
I
us.
bombed for 9 minutes.
Tell us about.
This could go horrible for 9 minutes.
I did a room in Connecticut last night. It was just Murph did well, but I was like,
Where was it?
New
It
place.
was across the street from Eco in Norwalk.
I don't think she knows Eco. Eco Evolution. It's
Evolution.
in
I've not been to
Sono,
Norwalk.
Sono, Hip Sono, South
Yeah.
Norwalk. That
Yeah.
means nothing. I know.
How is the
Dumb.
scene in Connecticut?
So I guess like any other place, whatever.
Yeah.
Good days, bad days. I
It's
guess.
all right.
But the guy wants to do comedy though.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty cool place for comedy. Once they sit down and shut up, it'd be great.
How about we do a show at 12 noon, guys, and we have little kids, and we'll have lights that are
Yeah.
bright in the room, and everybody will be lit up. No, you dumbass.
That's the thing about it when people have their kids there. You can have your kids there for music, but for comedy, man, nah.
It was
that?
at night. It was the
Yeah, it was last night.
You ever show up to a show and there's little kids in the crowd?
Yes.
What do you do?
Uh,
You adjust your set, or you just
not at all.
traumatize them?
I just
I prefer.
like, you know
I
what?
prefer to say, hey.
just let them talk
You know,
right
you know,
through it.
I prefer to say, hey, get your kids out of here.
But you ever do those shows though? And I've done about 4 or 5 of them because they don't happen that often.
Little
but
kids, are we talking about?
Yeah, and every time I notice what happens is the parents are like, "Oh no, my kids are good." And after the first comic and all the f bombs, you just see them slowly pack their shit up and
I'm
leave.
like, yeah,
Yeah,
you like they
leaving.
won't remember anyway. I'm like, no, get them out of here.
yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like to see
It's
kids. in the
adult
show.
entertainment.
It is.
Shouldn't be there.
No,
Like
no.
you're not gonna bring them to
listen,
a rated R
see
movie.
I could see 16, 17. All right, fool, but not 6 and 7. Man.
No, I
No.
never went to like a nightclub or a bar with my parents on a
it's ridiculous.
A what bar?
Tuesday
What'd you go to?
like a nightclub or a bar with my
I
parents.
I thought you said a gay bar with my
No.
parents. I said, "Whoa, progressive."
We're real quick. Tell
Yeah.
how long you been in the game?
Wow, I guess I've been doing stand up for about 15 years.
15 years.
A little over
Damn.
15 years.
Yes.
Damn. So you started in 2011.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I,
When
I,
did you
I
start?
was
When did you do
writing
it?
a little bit before that. That's a good question. Well, once upon a time, I was in the radio industry,
Mhm.
and it wasn't as lucrative.
Like DJ? like
More like
Tania
I.
Lewis.
My longest radio job was actually down south when I lived in Nashville, and I worked for a shortwave and AM station that was all religious talk.
Already.
So anyone that knows me, I'm actually an atheist, so that you add that in to the mix. And
uh,
it was 5 different stations all in one, and we had to operate the boards and do production. So there wasn't a lot that we would get preachers in, and they would do the actual shows.
Nashville.
Yeah,
You
Nashville.
lived in Nashville?
Yeah, for 9
I
years.
was just there the first time. I like
I
Nashville.
loved Nashville.
Here's the thing. Well, I've been in Nashville before, just before the pandemic, and because I actually hit some open mics in Nashville, And there's some spots that, let's say you blindfold and you spin you around and have you like, hold on, this is Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, I
Is it
could see
gentrified?
that.
Changing?
Yes.
What they
yes,
did to
yes.
That's
East
kind of
Nashville,
everywhere.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, wow.
Yeah,
And I'm
that's the.
sure it's more like that. I haven't
Yeah.
been back now.
You
to
mean more
visit.
like strip mall? Like
No,
strip
no,
malls,
no. I'm
or-
talking about like residential areas.
Oh,
Because they got like the pop up bars and everything. Like I said, I
Mm-hmm.
did a couple of open
Wow.
mics. There were shows going on there, but like
Hipsters
hold on.
have invaded every city in
Like I
America.
was in Nashville and I was talking to a lady. She was really, really like the heavy Tennessee accent.
Yeah.
But she was very, very progressive liberal. You know. And I was like, I'm not, and then, I guess my mind is like I expected to be all rednecks over there, but no, it's just not like that anymore.
Not,
It's
not
not-
so
But
much.
especially when you go to like major cities, right? When you go
Yeah,
to
and
when you
there's
go to a lot
so
of major,
many transients
when
that
you go to a lot of major cities, I've been to Columbus. 20 it had to be 2024. Yeah, 2024, and I did a mic there, and the stuff that we're talking about reminds you like the city.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah, I
'cause
was in Cleveland. Same here,
yeah.
Cleveland, and I felt like I was in Brooklyn.
So I mean,
Yeah,
Weird feeling
which
too.
is
You're like,
maybe
wasn't I in another state?
makes it a little less interesting in traveling America
I know. I like
because
to feel.
things are very homogenous.
Yeah.
Like
Not if you're black.
in
People are liking it a little more now than they did 30 years ago. That's a
that
little easier.
respect, yeah.
You said
Like
what?
you're more
Traveling
welcome
different
if
states.
you're different at all, right?
Yeah.
If you're gay, lesbian.
He's got some good stories
like-
about going through Arkansas or middle of nowhere. You know? Do you have that
But I
feeling
feel like
you
that's
feel like an
changed
immigrant? Like,
so
don't
much.
speed, you're gonna get deported.
Listen,
like, don't speed, you're gonna get killed.
I've pulled up.
That's more likely to happen here, right?
that's true.
Like, you got
I've been
more
in-
ice out here.
I've been in like Oklahoma,
Yeah.
right when I was driving the truck doing NFL and Campbell's, and I would pull out the gas up or use the restroom, and somebody would walk up to me and go, "You a player?
You what?
Are you a player?
Player?
NFL player?"
Really?
I've got that. I've got that.
They probably only
several
have those
states.
people come through that,
Let's go.
that town.
Wow, he got any footballs on the truck? No. You don't got any football? The truck said NFL.
Oh,
Footballs on the truck. I said I have no
I think I'm
football.
gonna move down south
Well,
when I
that-
retire. I
at
think
least
I
he
want.
made an association there. You actually were
I
at.
was like-
It's not
It's
totally
like,
random.
And one guy came up because we were in Cincinnati. And they had a cutout of a player. One guy came up to me and goes, Is that you? I go, no. I said, he's brown skin. Plus, he's about 20 years younger than I am. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Should have said yeah. You want
so
my
nice,
autograph?
though.
I'll sell you my
I
autograph.
think I'm gonna move down there when I retire. There are nice people there, though.
Mm-mm.
I find the Midwesterners are really nice people.
Yeah.
Well, that's where I actually was thinking of too. That's the first time I went anywhere outside of. I'm talking like 27 years ago.
Mm.
I think I went to St. Joseph's, Missouri, for a
Sure.
weightlifting meet.
Okay.
Middle of nowhere.
For what reason?
A weightlifting meet, the Nationals was there, an Olympic lifting. That's what I was doing the sport, and we went down there, and on the street, like in New York, if you just make eye contact once in a while, you'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Mhm.
Or like somebody walks by, you go, "How you doing?" And I said that, and the guy stopped, and he started telling me how he was doing. He was telling me his whole day. He's like, "I'm doing pretty good. I went to see a." Went to a dealer because my truck was acting up. And I was talking to the guy. He started telling me how he was
That's
doing.
Get literal.
I'm like, oh my God, they're little. And then it was weird.
My first
2
time,
minutes.
my first time driving through Mississippi, I stopped in a Cracker Barrel right off the highway. And I was like, well, we've been getting some cold days down here. It's been 48. Hopefully it gets warmer. I just hope that it gets warmer, It's been tough.
They're not built for ice and
No,
snow.
they're not.
And they're
They're
not
not.
the cold weather.
I remember asking, I did a joke about it. I remember asking for seltzer. Lady said, what's that? She's like, we
Pop.
don't. I was like,
You
she's
just
like,
gotta
we
say a
don't-
pop.
She's like, we don't have
Or
that.
Coke.
She's
Oh,
like,
pop.
she's like, sure you don't want a Coke? I said, no, ma'am.
I think I told this on this podcast. I apologize, but I went to a Taco Bell in that same St. Joe's. I swear to God, I thought like the people, the way they acted, the guy behind the counter. Today it's like, oh, this guy's so high he could barely move. That's their functioning. That's their default status.
Right.
They walk around as like a high teenager who could barely like function.
Yeah.
And I walked up to the dude. Got 1 minute. I was still this real quick, and I was like, "Hey, it's Taco Bell." I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna have 3 chicken soft tacos, a chicken burrito, and a Sprite." And he just went, Welcome to Taco Bell. Can I help you? I made him reset. Like he was completely like.
When you
never seen anybody speak that fast.
yeah,
No.
when you go out of the New York City and you hit these states and it's a difference. I'm telling you.
It's a slower pace. Yeah, that's
and
what I like
mess
about
I mess
it.
with people sometimes. Like, oh yeah, I do.
Anything you want to plug, Tanya? We're out
Yeah.
of time. That's it.
You can go TaniaLewisComedy.com. That's my website, and it's got all my upcoming dates and
Nice.
all my
Tania
social
Lewis.
media.
Nice.
stuff.
Build your own website.
Built my own website, and it shows. Let me tell you.
Oh, nice. every third click, it brings me to Pornhub for some reason. I'm like, what the hell?
This button doesn't work. That button.
This
but I'm
really
working
knows
on
what
it.
I
I'm
want.
working on the buttons that don't work. But yeah,
Mario Station was born in 1986. But thank you for coming.
thank you very
through.
much for having me on
Yeah,
the
this was fun.
podcast. It was a lot of fun.
Conversation, free flowing.
Nice.
Yeah, talk
Third
to-
Jew on the podcast ever.
Really?
Third one. No,
God,
just
I
made
was
that
hoping
up.
the
I don't know. I never check or count that. But
it's hard carrying. I was hoping I was the first. Damn it.
Andrew
A
Steiner,
pioneer.
you-
We had
no, there'd been a
Converts, we
couple
had
of-
Chris Warren, we had I'm sorry. But
How
Alex,
about the first female Jewish person?
That's you? No, we had Elaine Witt.
No, yeah,
Elaine Witt.
yeah, we didn't.
Yeah, we got some popular episodes
Sorry,
there,
sorry,
Elaine.
sorry.
And
It's hard to be the first Jewish in comedy because just there's so many Jewish comedians. So I wasn't
I know.
expecting that.
Well,
All right.
thank you that you made it out, man, even though it was last minute. So, hey, guys,
Follow
thanks
us.
for tuning in this episode. It's episode 49, Velvet Sugar Podcast.
Check
with
out our
guest.
viral video.
Yes.
I will.
Tania Lewis.
Thank you,
Do.
Tanya Pearl Lewis, for being here.
Yep. Thank you. All right.
All right.
Peace.